And yes, we are back here at Body Talk with Gigi and Melody Marie and the beautiful JL, the great.
Bonjour.
Yes.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Another one of her many accents and foreign languages.
Yeah, I sound just like that, right? Bonjour.
She said, ooh.
No, I know I don't. It's okay.
It's okay.
So you guys, we've been talking all about nutrition. If you've been following our Facebook Live throughout the week, you saw that we took a tour in the grocery store, how to be able to eat healthy without breaking the bank. So today we're going to go through some stuff today. And of course, mother, and devoted wife, I'm sure you have to make sure that your family lives a certain type of lifestyle. So people want to hear from mothers and how you actually do it and how you balance it. So G, I'm going to turn it over to you. What are we talking about today, young lady?
Well, the purpose of tonight is we talk a lot about how we're supposed to eat, right? And even the things we are supposed to eat. But a problem for a lot of people is really just navigating the actual grocery store, which is really where the weight loss begins.
Absolutely.
So if I don't really know what to shop for and how to efficiently shop for it with my money, then I am going to have a problem with getting healthy and say that it costs too much to lose weight.
Right.
So you kind of have to have an understanding. And what we all maybe everyone isn't aware of this, but supermarkets, grocery stores actually lay out the store in a certain kind of way to force us to drive our carts up and down the aisles in the center, the gut of the store.
The process stuff.
The process. So our little thing is, if you don't want a gut, stay out of the gut of the store. And that's like they do that on purpose. So they put all the healthier things far at the back or on the perimeters of the store, right? So we have to traverse up and down where all the cookies and the saltine crackers, all that stuff is located. Even the beginning of the supermarket entrance is to bamboozle you.
The candy bars.
The candy bars, the flour. Actually, they start with the flowers first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they do.
That's right.
That's because the aroma activates your salivary glands.
Right.
Oh yes, girl. It's trickery.
It's trickery.
Yes, at its finest. And so once you get in there, and then once you pass the flowers and your salivary glands are going, then you see those fancy olives, and then you see those fancy cookies, and you see all of those really fancy food items that you don't need and you never even heard of. But because they got your juices flowing, you're optimistic about what you're going to be shopping for. So guess what? You're going to pick that up. You're like, I can't pronounce it, but I think I need it.
Right.
And your cart is empty. So that's why people tend to splurge on grocery shopping because of the psychology behind it with the grocery stores.
So the key thing is, you guys, when you come in, hit the perimeter of the grocery store. Where I like to start is, I'm going to start in the fruits and veggie aisle first. And then I'm going to go, and usually it's on the right-hand side.
I was going to tell you.
Bust it right.
Yep, bust it right.
They usually they set everything up that's healthy or that's essential to the right.
They do.
Because when you're traveling through the grocery store, it's like driving a car. You're going to typically stay to the right of the other shoppers, and so that's where they will. So my eyes are going to be to the right, always, and so that's why fruits, produce are usually to the right of the store.
So I start there. I don't know about you, but I start there, and I just kind of go around.
Then the seafood.
Yes, because eventually you're gonna hit the protein. You're gonna hit the dairy, right? But be a little careful, you guys, because when y'all hit the last part of that perimeter, that's when the ice cream come in.
Well, what they typically do also is, there are some items that we still need that's located within the center. Seasonings, and like sometimes you have your rice, you have your beans, things like that. And what they do then, how they get us then, is we know about the eye level placement, but there's actually an order to all the foods. Like at the very bottom, that's where they put the bulk items. Have you ever noticed that? That's where the big things are. Then on the next shelf, they'll put like the obscure things like we were just talking about, stuff that I've never even heard of, and that's where they'll put those things because it's going to be least purchase. It's not going to make them as much money.
Right.
So then right in the center, eye level, It's those frosted flakes.
Yeah.
It's those sugary foods, processed foods, right there, eye level. And then guess what's way up top? The healthy stuff.
Right.
Healthy stuff.
Which us, I will say this because I don't consider myself short. What I'm gonna say is, us average height women, it's a little bit harder for us to get it up there. And sometimes I find myself stepping over it
up
to get
stepping up or asking someone for help. That's what I typically have to do. But do whatever you got to do. I'll look around and see if I can see something like a stick, or I get like some mustard or something, and see if I can
Do you do
scoop it
thing
down?
in the grocery
I do
store?
the same.
Now, who does the bulk of shopping in your home?
Me.
Okay.
Of course. More than likely the woman.
Yeah.
Do you like make a list, or you just kind of go at it?
Just go at it.
Oh.
I think lists are probably better though.
Lists are better. That's one way. It is.
Process.
But that's how you stay on the budget.
That's how you stay on your budget.
Yeah, is staying in the list. Because if you don't have a list,
you gotta plan ahead.
You'll get some other stuff you wasn't supposed to.
It's kind of like if you don't plan for preparation, then you're gonna like prepare to fail, whatever it is, like that type of saying. So you gotta make a list.
Definitely.
But actually, before making the list, you should make a menu.
Yeah,
of what you're going to have for the week. And do it about a week or two out.
And
since you're a family, each person should get an opportunity to choose like a meal or two for the night. And then that way, it's compromise. As opposed to just Melody Marie eating what she wants to eat all the time. She can give options. So if you have a couple of kids, and then they're more engaged to actually want to eat their healthy food that you're going to.
So that's a great start.
Yeah, so you have to make a menu first.
Yeah.
And then you make a list from the menu and have your list with you or on the phone. And then pass up all those strategic things like, you're not on my list. Nope.
Stick to the list.
Nope, you're not on my list, so I'm not getting you. So that's how you can make sure you don't break the bank and you still get everything that you need. Right? And a lot of things, there's a lot of websites that can help you plan menus. Like, I tend to eat some of the same things when I want to eat healthy because that's just easier for me, but a lot of people need variety. You can go to the USDA website, and they have like My Plate, it's called My Plate Change or something like that. They actually have already healthy planned menus for like 2 and 3 weeks out. Guess what else they have?
What?
The grocery list for each week.
One.
Yes. And so there's really not many excuses, and we also know that there are other apps that you can use on your phone, like MyFitnessPal, things like that. So with today's technology, it's really easy to get a healthy menu, get the list, and go to the store and stock your home.
Yeah, and try to stay on that perimeter. So today we've got some amazing items on the table for some of you that can see. So we're going to dive in. Gee, what do we have on the table today? Now, usually when I start to the right, that's typically the veggies and the fresh fruits. And I like to try to stick to making sure that I have my vegetable portions in and then health. So instead of, having the sugary snacks, like I got a goddaughter, right? And so I'm really working on her eating habits. So she knows when she comes to Auntie Mel Mel's house, I got fruit. There's probably not any cookies or crackers. So, I make sure to stock up on those as treats and desserts. So, one of the things that we're looking at right now on our table is one of our key vegetables that we love, which is spinach.
Because there are like staple items that every home in pantry refrigerator should have. Spinach.
Easy to cook.
Oatmeal. Almond milk. A nut milk or a low-fat milk. Garlic. Like beans. Canned beans. Canned tomatoes. Low salt or no salt canned tomatoes. These are just some staple items every pantry should have. And like Melody said, what we have today is just some of the items that we literally just have at home. On the regular. A lot of people say, well, eating healthy, that means I can't use all the salt that I want. But guess what? That's where lemons and limes.
What you're going to get in the produce section.
Garlic, That's where that comes in at.
Great flavoring.
And also
nice and natural.
Yeah. Melody and I, and do you use any of the no salt, like Mrs. Dash or McCormick flavorings? Or the, what's the one that you, Flavor God?
Oh, I like Flavor God.
Flavor God.
I use Lawry's.
Okay.
But see, this is why you come on the show, because we're going to help you with that.
Thank you.
Because let me tell you guys, they're no salt. Okay. They have like, each of these brands, like this is McCormick. I also buy Kroger's Taste Blends brand. Every store will have natural seasonings.
And it tastes good.
And they taste good. Yeah. Like I have my food.
Wow.
And everyone always around me is like, oh my God, your food smells so good. And it's not the protein or the vegetables, it's the seasoning that doesn't have salt or MSG
now, what is
in
this
it.
One?
This one is a Southwest blend, so it's a little sweet and a little spicy. Because I feel like I'm a little sweet and a little spicy. Yeah.
I'm going to start getting the no salt.
You should. They're really tasty. And also, like we just started with, you can use lemon. Like I squeeze lemon and limes on a lot of my food. One of Melody's favorites.
Yes, I love
apple cider.
The apple cider vinegar, you guys. I mean, you can
that.
use it for some of everything, to marinate your food, to season your food, but also too, you can do a nice little morning cleanse with it. You know, first thing in the morning, a little bit of apple cider. This apple cider does everything for you. I like to put it in my tea as well too, and make sure that you get the organic apple cider for all the benefits. You can use it as a salad dressing. Gigi loves to do that as well too.
I just mix like a tablespoon of the apple cider and a tablespoon of olive oil, and I just stir that, and that's my salad dressing. Now you can like fancier that up maybe with something else, like some lemon juice or something like that. But I don't need anything else because I have the apple cider taste. It's a little sweet and it's a little
it got a little tang to it.
Little tang to
like
it.
A little tang
and once
to
you mix the olive oil, it gives you that vinaigrette consistency.
Right.
So guess what? I made my own
money.
And you save money. I don't have to worry, buy a made salad dressing.
Yeah, I know JL was asking me about this earlier, guys. This is liquid aminos. Now, if you love a good stir fry, this is a great substitute for soy sauce, you guys, and it's great. It's not a lot of sodium in it. There isn't any fat in it. It tastes delicious, and then you're getting your aminos in there. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting that additional supplementation.
I've never seen this. Where do you find what section?
You can find this where you can find the apple cider vinegar as well too. But I will say this: it's lower. Okay, you gotta find it.
It's not eye level. It's not going to be eye level because we know that's one of the strategies of grocery stores.
Yes. And also, now grocery stores have the little health section. So if you don't find it in the main aisle where the seasonings are, go to the health section and it will be in their Bragg liquid aminos. I love this. It's great for spritzing on your veggies before you cook them. Spritz it on your meats for a little bit of flavor. It kind of does a little Worcestershire sauce kick to it too. If you wanted to do that, like on your chicken or your lean beef. Love it. You guys, guess how much this costs? It's not expensive. It's about $3.99 for this bottle right here, and it lasts a long time as well too. So pick that up.
And for those of you who were watching us on Friday when we went live at the grocery store, we were at Sprouts. We gave a lot of tips on how to shop at the grocery store and how to pick things. So like we gave an example of like I love all fruit, right?
Right.
But let's say if I prefer strawberries over grapes. Well, if I get to the store, because we talked about bargains and sales, if I get to the store and the pint of strawberries is like $3.99, but they got the red grapes on sale for $1.29 a pound, guess what Gigi is buying?
The grapes.
I'm buying the grapes.
Right, absolutely.
And I'm going to save money. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, it's not like I'm anti-grape. I'm going home with the grapes, even though I also love strawberries, because that's going to be a better deal. So as we said, check your local circulars for all the stores and buy what's on sale. Just kind of pay attention.
And this is the perfect portion, you guys, for your snack. Okay, no more than this at one time.
And another one of my tricks is I buy in bulk. I bulk and stash. It depends on what it is, like rice and beans and things like that, and oatmeal. I'll cook those, so I'll buy a larger container, so I'm not buying it as often. and because I eat it a lot, I may prepare it so it saves me time. And I can either keep it refrigerated or frozen.
Right.
So that's like for busy moms and dads with the kids, you're trying to get them off to school, like yourself with your schedule. That's something you can do. You can prepare items, like staple items like that in advance and quickly take them out. Like,
so do you meal prep? Like, is that?
I do meal prep. Like, I'm not in prep for competition, but meal prepping helps me with how I eat and with my son. It helps me keep us healthier because I'm paying attention to portion sizes. I'm making sure I'm including like brown rice and sweet potatoes and broccoli and asparagus.
And then for you, JL, the little snack bags, the little half of ones, when you pack your kids' lunch, let that be the portion that you're doing their snacks in, like their fruits and their veggies, because it's going to keep them, you know, intact. And you guys, if you're on the perimeter, once again, this is one of the best little snacks to pick up is apples. And they're inexpensive. You can get a whole bag for like $2.99 to $3.99 depending on what apple you get.
I love apples.
It's easy to
I at least have like a couple of days.
If you're drinking apple juice, you like apples, okay? Don't play.
I at least have about 2 apples a day. And don't peel it, because actually the outside is more important than the inside because of the pectin. We need pectin pretty much more than the fiber. Well, we also need the fiber that's in the apple, but do not take away the skin. That's one of the best parts of the apple.
Which is why the apple cider vinegar is so great, because they actually use the skin and it has the mother in it, the cloudiness, which has all the nutrients.
And you know, that kind of brings us back to the fruit here in the produce. Because sometimes I do, as a trainer, I get questions about organic. What to buy, organic or not. And like we mentioned to you guys Friday, there's kind of like a list out there that you can easily look up. There's the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. And basically the rule of thumb is, if it has a thick skin, like grapefruit, or these limes,
or the lemons,
oranges,
then
you can buy those conventionally. You don't have to purchase those as organic. You want to purchase the items you want to purchase organic would be like peaches,
nectarines with thin skins,
grapes, something that pesticides can actually penetrate easier. And there's like an actual list. You can, it's like about 15 on the clean list. And the dirty is about 12. The Dirty Dozen is about 12. And so,
but to touch on those organics real quick, you guys, if y'all actually really want to go organic, go to your local farmer's market. You're going to be able to get the organic at a great price. And it's cheaper. And here's the deal. There is no excuse no matter what income bracket you're on, because if you are low income bracket, guess what? At the farmer markets here in Georgia, when you go with your EBT card, let's just keep it real. You're going to get $2 on the one. So there, if you go in and you exchange $20 on your EBT, they're going to give you $40 to be able to shop at your local farmer's market. Most people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
So they double the dollar there at the farmer's market. So it's no excuse, you guys. Go to the farmer's market, you know, find the locals.
The farmer's market is amazing. Like like you can get the cucumbers. I mean, cucumbers are like a foot long at the farmer's market, and we love cucumbers. So definitely shop at your farmer's market, because the food is going to be local. And like we said Friday, those savings are going to relate to you shopping at that local farmer's market, because there's not a lot of overhead cost in it having to be shipped from somewhere else. The other key is purchasing produce and veggies in season. That's how you know they're going to be better, because they're in season and they're coming local because they're in season. If it's out of season, then it's coming from somewhere else, meaning it may have had some type of pesticide to be able to keep it, you know, fresh as it travels. So be careful with that. Do you use a lot of frozen fruit or vegetables? Especially vegetables. Do you use those?
Use frozen
That's
vegetables.
Okay.
I'm a frozen vegetable.
That's okay. It wasn't. I wasn't trying to trick you up.
I'm not doing that much meal prep. I'm just throwing it, you know, in the steamer bag.
This is kind of the rule of thumb. Buy some, make some.
It
is perfectly okay. You actually should keep some frozen vegetables in your freezer and some frozen fruit. Like Miss Melody loves her smoothies.
Sure do.
So I know if I popped up on her right now, I know I'm going to find some frozen fruit in her freezer.
it's very rarely, other than spinach and kale,
right,
you know, that I'm usually doing fresh because it's just me. So it's easy, it's quick, you know, and then
it's not going to go bad on you because it's frozen.
The price is good. You guys, y'all can go into the frozen section and you can be able to get a nice huge bag of broccoli for maybe about $2. The thing is huge. Yeah, store some, cook some.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what I'll do is I'll make some for me and the Noah, and then I'll just like freeze the rest. Especially if I'm going to get a bargain. I know a lot of people out here have like Costco cards and Sam's cards. Even if it's just a few of you, on some items it makes more sense to purchase in bulk. Because that's what I do.
That's so true.
And reading labels, is that important?
That is important. I used to didn't be a label reader, you guys. I was a full-blown pro fitness competitor, but I wasn't reading labels. I was just doing what my trainer told me to do. And as I began to adapt more of a healthy lifestyle as far as like my foods, but getting into competition is what kind of pushed me into a label reader. You know, because I had to watch my intake and all of that. So now I read the labels.
So
it's got to make sense.
Do you kind of read labels?
I don't.
Okay, so
it's okay,
but she's about to start because reading labels.
So when she says,
she's like, no, I didn't do it. But reading labels is important, everyone, and it kind of depends on what your goals are or what your fitness or wellness purpose is.
Right.
Like it may be someone who may need to gain some weight. So they may be looking at something and it may be okay to have X number of carbs in whatever it is they're choosing. But like it may be someone who's like trying to put on lean muscle. So they need to check for more protein. So, or you may have that person who's, you know, overall weight loss. So they kind of have to look at everything. So you kind of have to know what your overall perspective is for a fit lifestyle. But all labels should be read, and you always want to kind of monitor your sodium intake. And make sure that, like, if it's things like...
That's the biggest thing for me is sodium.
Okay.
But here's the deal, you guys. If y'all shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store, you ain't got to read a lot of labels for those that don't want to take that time, because everything is fresh right there and then, you know. So my biggest thing is I love hot sauce. So, you know, I have found some low sodium hot sauce. Yeah, the sriracha. Tell us about the sriracha.
I use a couple of different hot sauces at home. I was using Frank's Original, but it has about 160 milligrams of sodium. And then I started using sriracha in this Spanish brand called Valentina or something like that. Valentina. It has only like 60 milligrams of sodium, and sriracha has 80. And so
that's about the lowest.
Yes, and that's about the lowest you're going to get is 60 or 80. And because you look at this and you're like, oh, I know that's going to be jacked up, but no, it's because they use peppers and they use tomatoes. They use fresh. They're using cayenne. That's what make it. That's making it spicy. So that's for you guys that like a little kick. I'm going to turn you guys on this real quick. Okay. So this is called Naraje, whatever, agari, right? Sour orange. My client hooked me to this. Okay.
She uses this as a marinade because, you know, we eat a lot of fish, chicken. This is so delicious, okay? And you guys, look, it has no sodium in it. It has nothing in it. And it gives you a great little citrus ting to, like, your meats. You can even do a little bit of your vegetables.
How much do you put on there?
Just maybe about a capful or two. You know, nothing more than that. Yeah, and I've had this for a while. And guess how much this cost, you guys? This was no more than $2.99, you guys. So I'm going to let y'all see that. Y'all see that? Because I ain't say the name right. This is good stuff as a better marinade, because if you look at marinades, a lot of times they have a lot of sodium.
They have a lot of sodium or sugar.
Or sugar in them.
Sugar. Yes.
I love that.
So that is amazing. So I hope you guys made a note. And so usually a general rule of thumb is kind of what we're trying to say is eat the rainbow.
Rainbow.
Eat the colors of the rainbow for the produce and fruits, and travel the perimeter. Work the perimeter.
Work the perimeter before you go in the middle of the store first. That way you can get the bulk of your things there.
And if you have to actually come through the middle, make sure